President Trump touting our latest progress with Iran after the two sides wrapped up indirect talks in Qatar yesterday.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yanks joins us now from Tel Aviv with the very latest. Hi, Trey.
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. Mediators in Qatar announced that positive progress was made in those technical talks on Wednesday in Doha aimed at advancing the memorandum of understanding. Already the Iranians are starting to admit that some nuclear inspections will take place, and ultimately some of the money for sanctions relief will be used to purchase goods for the Iranian people. President Trump was asked about the status of negotiations yesterday.
As far as things are going, the denuclearization of Iran is moving along well. They've had very good meetings. I think they've come a long way. We hit them very hard last week. I think they're fine. I think we're getting it's the denuclearization of Iran. It's very simple. And Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
As diplomacy plays out, U.S. forces remain in the region. The U.S. Navy announced that a crew member from an MH-60S Seahawk helicopter is missing after an emergency water landing in the Arabian Sea. U.S. Naval Forces Central Command posted to X saying there is no indication the emergency was caused by hostile action. 3 of the helicopter's 4 crew members have been recovered and are in stable condition aboard the George H.W. Bush. U.S. Navy assets in the region are currently searching for the other air crewmen still missing. The cause of the incident is under investigation. As the Middle East waits to see what comes next in the ceasefire with Iran, Israel is marking 1,000 days since the October 7th massacre. A rally was held outside of the Knesset, Israel's parliament, to call for accountability in the aftermath of the attack.
We demand an official commission of inquiry by the Israeli government to investigate an independent commission of inquiry to uncover what happened and what policies led to this terrible tragedy, this massacre on October 7th.
A lot of moving parts. See if the current round of negotiations could lead to a quieter period. Guys?
All right, Trey Yanks live for us in Tel Aviv. Trey, thank you. Let's bring in Everyday Warrior podcast host and retired Navy SEAL Mike Sarraille. Mike, thank you so much. Comes to this crew member who went missing while making an emergency landing in the Arabian Sea. Hostile action not expected, but he is still missing in a body of water that Iran operates out of.
Yes. So, guys, he's not alone wherever he may be. He's got the entire U.S. military in that region looking for him. Much like we recovered those 2 pilots in Iran months ago, we are going to use everything at our avail to find this sailor and to bring him home. But this is the threat. This is the consequence of what we do in the military, is even when we're training or even when we're on patrol trying to maintain peace, there's a risk to these young men and women, these brave young men and women who defend our nation. So you can rest assured the U.S. military and the U.S. Navy is doing everything in their power to find him and bring him home.
What could have caused this helicopter to go down?
Well, that's the peril of the maritime environment, that salt environment, which these assets are exposed to. And the Navy has become very good over centuries and decades of dealing with it. But ultimately, there are mechanical failures that happen with the stress and the capacity at which we push these assets. But again, we can't account. Technology will fail. And ultimately, we've seen this. I've seen this during my time in the military. It will happen in the future. And we have assets ready to recover these men, search and rescue, who are on standby 24/7 for incidents like this.
And finally, Mike, with 4th of July around the corner, America's 250th birthday, wanted to ask you, as somebody who has served yourself, what this day and this celebration means to you.
I think of the blood, the sacrifice, the courage, ordinary Americans over the past 250 years doing what people said was impossible. Our government in any democracy is an experiment, and we have not failed, but that's been paid for. And that brings a smile to my face. We are the inheritance of the greatest experiment in mankind. So my message to Americans, one, I served my country and I was talking to special operations veterans and I asked a question. Do you feel like you guys, even though you've served 20 years or more, do you feel like you've done enough for this country? And the unequivocal, aligned answer was absolutely not. So we celebrate this weekend. We fly our flag and we fly it proudly. But come Monday, we've inherited something and we've got work to do. And we either determine as a nation whether we get another 250 or we squander it.
What a great message, and something that I hope that we all remember over the course of this weekend and over the course of the year as well. Certainly worthwhile to remember and reflect on that. Retired Navy SEAL Mike Sarraille, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.